people are trying to digest this. It wasn't a good showing, but it was also preseason. So people are trying to figure out what's the proper level of concern to have. And it always goes to the quarterback. So let me ask you guys, how do you think Trey Lance played in this game? Leo, you start.
So with Trey Lance, you always got to keep in mind it's a very, very small sample size in 22 snaps. And it's not like all 22 was passes to begin with. So it wasn't all reads to begin with. And the star of the camp was what? Brandon Ayuk? How many design plays to Brandon Ayuk? None. He had one target on a scramble drill, basically, that skipped to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Deebo Samuel, how many fade routes to Deebo Samuel did we see in his star season last year?
Mm-hmm.
Not very often.
Mm-hmm.
I think week 1 against the Detroit Lions when the corner fell down. But so it's like I gotta digest that a little bit. That this was not Shanahan's offense. It's not something that we're gonna expect week 1. It's like, do you want to see certain things improved on from Trey Lance? Yes. And when I say that, I'm talking about, say, the anticipation during horizontal design plays, like George Kittle overshot him a little bit. It is what it is. The Malik Turner pass, it was a little low, but I'm never going to
better low than high.
Yeah, I'm never going to point a finger at a quarterback and be like, oh, that's got to be on the face mask so he could run after. Right. One, they converted the first down. Yeah. 2, what you said, better low than high. You want him, like, would you guys prefer Malik Turner to jump up and catch that ball? Like, I don't think so. So he put it in a spot where only Malik Turner can catch it. And then I guess the last one that stands out to me is I believe it was the first down play where he got sacked on and they lost like 8 yards or whatever it was. And this is where I say anticipation, because you had Brandon Ayuk running a vertical route. He took the safety as well as the boundary corner. And then you had Deebo Samuel on a cross, and you see it. As soon as Ayuk takes the boundary corner and the safety, Deebo's going to be all by himself. But instead, the sack happened, and that's why I would say, like, I'm literally nitpicking here. But lastly, Trey Lance will be fine. This is not Shanahan's offense that he's going to be running into week 1.
All right, good answer, man. What are you thinking, Jose?
Yeah, it was underwhelming. That was pretty underwhelming because the same thing Leo said. It's not like they were running like the same offense they would have ran in a regular season game. But I also got a sense that he was not timid, but almost like, oh God, what am I going to do behind this offensive line out here? Am I supposed to sit back here? So that's why I was wondering, like, almost when that play that Leo citing, I saw that too, is he just like not sure if he can like just stand in there and throw it without taking a hit or something? Or is that just maybe just some rookie growing pains? I probably would lean with the rookie growing pains. I know he's not a rookie, but starting debut. I would lean more towards, because it was a little bit of shakiness, just underwhelming. And there's still a lot we got to see to polishing up. But I thought it was a good summation in the way of, week 1, that's how I was going to see is going to be a lot of highs. And then week 3 today, there's going to be like, that's going to be kind of the low where it's like, it's more of like a plateau of like steady streaming, like nothing great, nothing spectacular. I think that's going to be the two sides of one coin with Lance, where you're going to get that peak, the spectacular boom, and then the kind of dips here, almost like a stock here. So I think that's what we're going to see with Lance. And I think the regular season, you're going to hope you see more week 1 against the Packers than you do last night against the Texans.
I feel like what he did last night is pretty much what I would expect, given no Trent Williams, no Mike McGlinchey, no game planning, and no real run game. Like, the run game that they did last night, that's not what they're going to be doing. I mean, we've been talking about there's going to be the pistol, there's going to be option, like all kind of misdirection stuff. They just did a bunch of vanilla stuff. So there wasn't much to really evaluate. I understand his quarterback rating was low and you'd like to see him have some big plays. There were 2 big play opportunities. There was the deep throw to Deebo that, I don't know, I thought was a decent throw. He hit Deebo in the chest. I felt like Deebo didn't exactly separate. What's up?
70% of the time, that's going to be PI. With the corner,
I thought that was a good throw.
With the corner's arm, like Deebo had one arm. 70% of the time, a flag probably gets thrown.
So to me, I think so. There's of the 2 big plays that to me, I liked Lance's throw on that. And then on the sack, I saw Dan Orlovsky's breakdown. And yes, Deebo's open, but at the same time, Ross Dwelley is blocking a defensive end and gets whooped immediately. And I feel like if you look at it, I'd like to see it from the end zone, but it seemed like What Lance did was try to avoid that free rusher and then stepped into another rusher. You know what I mean? It seemed like, yeah, maybe Aaron Rodgers gets that throw off, but most quarterbacks don't. Jimmy doesn't. To me, I don't think there was a lot to evaluate from Trey, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice if he could have played the whole first half and gotten into a rhythm, but this is the line he's working with. Maybe if Trent Williams and Mike McGlinchey were out there, it would have been different, but they weren't, and we knew that. Is anything wrong with Trent Williams? No, he's fine, right? He's fine. He's good. He's good.
I mean, Kyle did say yesterday, like, we're hoping to get Trent back.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That was an eyebrow raiser. That's
the thing. Like, if anyone gets hurt on the team, the Niners will tell you. But if it's Nick Bosa or Trent Williams, they'll be like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?" Because Nick Bosa missed 2 days of practice, and they were like, "No, he's good. He's good." But we're like, "Well, what's that big wrap on his leg?" Nothing. What wrap? What are you talking about?
They straight put the Men in Black on you and bring out the little thing like, "You don't need to ask that question, bro," and just flash and just forget.
It's probably too minor for them to even mention, but it's probably something. But if it were big, they'd have to say it. But it's probably not a big thing.